Okay, so give me a second. Yeah, we will go live and then we'll start sharing this video, this stream rather. Give us a few minutes. Actually, it shouldn't take long. It usually takes me like 2 minutes to do this. So there are 4 groups I normally share this to. And it kind of depends how fast things are. It is what it is. Wait. I'm almost about to crack the vault open. That's something. So more options, share to a group, do this 4 times. Why am I not able to do this automatically? Tell me. Hello Ethan, hey, how are you doing? Musta na? So yeah, if you're tuning in right now, this is the brand new set. Well, yeah, I would say it's a brand new set for most people. Where it's legal, that's another story. But this is the Lord of the Rings team set. Actually, no, this is the actual Lord of the Rings set. Everything is flavored around Lord of the Rings and whatnot. So yeah, all things good and all that. Now, actually, this brings up an interesting question. Would you consider sealed pool a good way to get into the game? Actually, it depends. It depends on the complexity of the set. This one has some complexity, but it's not a murderous level of complexity, so this should be fine. Anyway, did my share, so we can begin. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we are going to be doing a sealed pool of Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth. And we can take a sneak peek of all the different archetypes here. They say there's a draw 2 archetype, there's a mass control, and there's a mass aggro. Basically a mass is like growing this large orc army to take things down. There's a power matters team, so basically a lot of the larger creatures. There's a food team, well, you have hobbits, what do you expect? There's a tokens team, spells team, sacrifice. There's a go white human aggro. These are basically like the riders of Rohan and Gondor and whatnot. And there's a scry team which is centered around the elves. Let's see what we get though, because it will really depend on what we open here. So as usual for sealed, you get 5 packs. You make a sealed pool out of them, and from there you have to make a deck of 40 cards. I can say that we got some really good openings here if this were constructed, so definitely like the delightful halfling. Not happy with the double land. Well, this Rivendell is fine. Elven Chorus is actually quite fine as well. This is not bad. We also got the Fall of Gil-galad. Try 2, put 2 +1/+1 counter. Yeah, this is fine. Sauron is something to consider. That will depend on the rest of our pool. So we're going to take a quick look, see what we get here. Also a bit of stuttering here. So let's do a land check. Yeah, we only have Rivendell and Mines of Moria. None of the common lands to fix our stuff. We do have a few. We probably want to go into green, but what our second color would be interesting. We do have Strider, Ranger of the North, so green-red is actually looking quite feasible. Let's see, there's Ring Sight, this is fine. Shadow Summoning is fine. Bilbo, Retired Burglar. Probably gonna run Strider. Nothing wrong with Strider here. So we'll go through the colors one by one, but I can already tell you that white looks really sad. We got 2 removal spells, Banish from Edoras and Fog of the Barren Downs. 1 Combat Trick Slip on the Ring. 2 Esquire of the King, so this is actually pretty good for the white-red deck. You go white quite a bit. We kind of need more creatures than this though, so we have these 2, Soldier of the Grey Host, Stalwarts of Osgiliath, which is a bit on the expensive side. Westfold Rider is kind of fine. The white looks very meh, to be honest. It looks kind of sad. So we can probably skip white very easily here. Let's take a look at blue. Okay, 1 Birthday Escape, that's not bad. Let's see. Barely any elves here. So there's now the Scry payoff is basically the Scry deck is basically twofold. You have one half that are all the cards that let you scry, and the other half are all the cards that you get payoff for scrying. Looking at it, this is our only payoff in blue for scrying, so anything else would have to be in green. Everything else seems to be kind of all over the place. We have a bunch of spells, a little bit of a mass. There's the bat song. That's for the draw two, but I think this looks like the only card that fit the draw two deck. Yeah, we didn't get any in. Okay, we got this one for white. Not good enough. As far as removal, two Bewitching Leechcraft, two Soothing a Smeagol. So there is quite a good amount of removal. It's not that strong, but it's still removal. So blue is an option if we need the removal. I think I also missed, Dreadful as the Storm is fine. Black, okay, this one looks a bit more interesting here. So Nasty End is our card draw. Lash of the Balrog, that's one good removal spell. Okay. Lots of benefits for having creatures die, so at least the black seems well supported. Do we have enough removal though? Actually, no, we're kind of missing a lot of removal. We do have a bit of a mini combo here. That said, we do need to amass a good amount of orcs here. But we do have a bit of support for that one, so that is possible. We can go into black, it looks fine. Black is fine, but that said, it's also very unexciting when you only have one real removal spell. Let's take a look at red. Yeah, this is the one I'm looking at just for these two, but do we have enough removal for this? This one is meh. This one is also really meh. Actually, that's not even removal, that's a combat trick. Okay, this one's good. We got two. Okay, we got two good burn spells. Three good burn spells, okay. If we have one more, that would be really nice, but I think this is, yeah, red is kind of fine here. Oh wait, here. So 4 really good burn spells, 1 meh-ish burn spell. Quite a good amount of combat support, so we probably will go for green-red here. Now, moment of truth, how good is green? So we have the halfling that supports our legendary. 2 Chancement Elves, but do we have enough scry? I think the answer is 1. I think the answer is no, we're not really getting any scry here at all, which is really sad, but I probably would still run this. Okay, this one's kind of random, scry 1, that's fine. This one, this is a payoff, but we have no way of scrying. Let's take a look. Arrow Blade's fine. Inherited Envelope. We probably will end up having to play a 3-color deck. We might be forced to run the Mirror Galadriel just to get extra scry. Also Lembas, so I think we will go green, red, blue. So blue doesn't have much of scrying either. I noted that there is like literally 1 payoff, but nothing that scries at all. So there is quite a good amount of amass. I might have to actually just run Rivendell just to get scry, which is not bad. We could do it. Okay, so here's our plan here. Let's start clicking on the good cards that we really want. Return target permanent. This one's not so ideal. Enters or leads the battlefield, create a food token. This might make black actually quite good. If we have a lot of token generation, we can actually run black here instead. We definitely want to run this. Okay, now the caveat here is that we barely have any power here. You have no power here. Well, let's see how much we can get though. Okay, this gives us, okay, we definitely have to run these because we need some 4 power creatures. This one should also help that too. We're kind of relying more on the red. Also, we are kind of relying on, we got 7, oh wow, we got way too many spells here. I'm going to try running one of these, nothing wrong with that. Bilbo deals combat damage, create the treasure token. We are very close to just running straight green-red. But yeah, we're just missing creatures. I'm probably gonna run one Rivendell, and we need one island just to and we'll need one island to support this. As far as creatures go, wait. We have to run one Lembas. I guess that means we will run the two Transmet Elves. So, do I run this? When you scry, choose one and gets +1/+1 until end of turn. This one's fine. So now the question is, I probably want to cut some spells though. Burn spell, burn spells. Bombadil Song, this is protection, we'll keep that. This one's keep. Antish Restorations gets us our lands, so I think this only gets basic land cards. Maybe I don't bother with this? Yeah, maybe I cut this. We cut the Rivendell, we'll just rely on the artifact. We only need one trigger basically, we don't need that many. 13, 11, let's see what else. Slew the Conies, this is removal. Array of Orcs, kind of removal. Olokai Crushers, creature, Open Chorus. I guess I could run it just like this. Let's see what else. Wizard's Rock is for mana and draw a card, that's fine. Yeah, we'll start with this one for now. I'm not too happy with the mix-up though. 13, 11, yeah, it's a bit too even for my taste. Yeah, we're kind of not running a lot of the creatures spells, so to speak, the token spells. So, but that is an option. We can do a token sack strategy here. So let's see. This one generates. This one sacrifices a creature, so that's sad. Whenever you attack with one or more, that generates token. It's pretty much just for these two. This is our payoff if we do the token strat. Sacrifice another creature, draw a card, and create a food token. Exile target creature card from your graveyard. If the green-red does not pan out, we can go for green-black. So we have a strat for that one. The sad thing is that, actually no, if we could go for red-black instead, that one's more likely to fit. We'll start with the green-red first. This one's a bit more exciting if you ask me. And we'll see if it pans out or not. Sometimes it just lines up, sometimes it does not. It is what it is. Okay, so definitely keeping this. I probably will run Mary first. Yeah, we're gonna run Mary first. Yeah, Lembas is really good. Oh, we got our own Lembas here, so the plan here is that we can attack with Mary, create a food token. We probably play the Spear Master to make it a 3-2. Unless our opponent... okay, we're not attacking. That's a bit sad. I'm tempted to play this first. Let's just play this one. I probably should mainboard the one enchantment removal spell here. Oh, and it's actually gone really well. This is like 4 colors already. Okay, this one's actually fine here. So we can run Foray of Orcs and snipe this. So next turn I probably just play Erebor Flamesmith. Opponent goes Bewitching Leechcraft, which taps it, just basically shrinks it. It's not that great. So we'll Okay, Airborne Flamesmith first. We're gonna hold on to this one. Yeah, we're gonna just go for it. We don't really need the token after. When it's actually gonna just crack it. Sure. Yeah, we'll only play Lumpus when we actually need to. So far the answer is not quite. Opponent might have a very big hand off the grave. Use another burn spell. One is actually just gonna take it. So that's fine. So we play Lumpus. Probably don't need the halfling at this point. Yeah, this is fine, but we'll play that later. Opponent's playing Rangers, gain control of target creature with lesser power. As long as it entering tempts you. Oh, we can mess it up actually. So the ring will still tempt them, which is fine. So they get the ring bearer, so it can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Opponent might swing. No, opponent's not gonna swing, so that's fine. Activate ability. So we're probably not gonna be able to block with this anyway, but we have no intention of blocking at all. Ended up shuffling the delighted halfling back up top. So we can pump something, but we're probably not gonna attack. Now there is an argument we could attack, get the block, but our opponent has a spell. It's way too predictable if we do attack, so we're gonna just hold. In your graveyard that was put there from the battlefield this turn, so they only get the ring tempts you part. Probably moves it to Sam, which makes sense. Oh, they're still keeping it in Gandalf. Not like I was gonna block with the Olokai Crusher anyway. But I kinda need extra support here. I'm just gonna copy that. I'm going to let the copy resolve. I want to see which one I actually want to protect. I'm actually fine with that one. Choose a creature be ring bearer, so can't be blocked by creatures with greater power, can be blocked with a lesser power. So I actually want to put it on this one, but it gets sniped pretty easily. Yeah, I just don't want to. Deals X damage to target creature and 1 damage to each other creature with the same controller, so opponent could have a spell to protect this. We'll see if they do. At least we still get the cast trigger. And they did not! We just wiped the fellowship! Sorry, that sounded really bad. You're getting that Gandalf after. Great, that's fine. I guess we can play this one, but doesn't. I don't was a bit of a nasty trick. Well, at least we were able to wipe the board. Just now need additional support now, which might be a bit of a problem. If our opponent's able to catch up, we're going to be in real trouble. Probably just keep swinging with the elves if we get shot. Opponent does have something in hand. It's Fury, just gonna fight. Yeah. That's. Its Fury is really nasty with this particular one. Being able to copy and kill two things. So it is a double fight. So opponent's gonna have to do some math to see if they. Hopefully they target the Spearmaster and the Chancenet Elves. That will take out Gandalf as well. Nope, they know what they're doing. So yeah, we're in real trouble now. Well, opponent's swinging at us. I'm actually fine with that. So it's a race we have in our hands. Let's see if our opponent has a counter to us. If our opponent just has a lot of gas, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Opponent gets a free scry 1, sure. Does it a bit? Yeah, because the power is still greater. Only gets a free scry. The scry doesn't really do anything. We're still taking 4. Or I should not have played that land. I guess I attack first. I should not play that land. Elven Chorus, and we cast creatures. Yeah, unfortunately, I know that this is my biggest creature, so I actually, if discarding this is a real feel bad. Yeah, I should not have played that land. I didn't really need it. I just saw it was another green land, so I kind of played it. I was getting a lot of free scrying. Kinda helpful. The opponent might be starting to run out of resources. Okay, now we pitch this one. Get ourselves that. So we can draw a card, but we will do that next time. When it says hello, we will say hello back. Opponent does have that's okay, so that's the reach synergy card. So it's this, whenever you scry, it's untapped. Okay. So we'll keep that on top, draw it. So it's this target creature, to target creature you don't control, create a food token. So we're gonna declare attacks. let's see. This is 3 mana. What's this? How much mana is 3 mana to scry and draw? Okay, we're fine with that. Oh, it's 5 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the opponent has that one, but not enough to deal with the other one. We managed to get out. Nice. Good job. That's our. Did I have fun? Yeah, though I'll admit, dealing with Gandalf is a bit annoying. Starting my inner Grandma Wormtongue coming out. I will say that the mana base our opponent had did not really affect them that much. But there will be cases where it would affect negatively. So be very careful when you're becoming that greedy in your colors. Ideally, for sealed deck, you want to play two colors if possible. 2 colors, maybe splash a third one if you have something really good on the third color. In this case, I felt that consistency is probably a lot better. Also, looking at it, I'm more likely to just shift to a different color pair instead. Actually, still deciding if I had to get out of green-red, would I go maybe black? I might go black-red, though. Green is the one with the token generation. But there are a good number of mass cards in red too, and that's where most of my removal is. So probably red is not a good choice. Probably red is a good choice as well. We will be losing out on the big finishers. We won't have the Strider, or I guess in red we would still have some big creatures, but black not so much. So this one's an awkward turn 2. We will have nothing until turn 3, but I think our curve is mostly 3 drops anyway. We'll have to take a risk here. So this has 2 mana, but because of its effects, it's ideally a later turn card. So I would much rather take this than this. So Chancellor Elves is also a good option here. Now, depending on what our opponent has on the board, I might drop this instead. Okay, so subscribe. I think there's a chance our opponent has a way to scry. So I'm actually going to play this one first. I'm assuming that our opponent has a way to scry, and that's true. Otherwise, it'll be a shame because I would be able to use this as a way to remove. This is kind of interesting. I will attack first. See what our opponent does. Song going through. Let's see what our opponent has as a 4-drop. Galadriel Pride. So I can scry to make this a 4-3. Well, this one is able to be can be blocked by creatures with greater power, so I actually don't want to scry. No, it can't be blocked, so it can still be blocked with this. I actually do want to strike, sorry. I could also just play the Haradrim Spearmaster. Since it's going to be blocked anyway. Block. Opponent has landfall. Yes. Do they have another Ring Tempsu effect to start drawing in? I'm also trying to remember if do they have a bounce spell of some sort that's cheap? No. So Definitely keeping that. Do I need the 6th land? Not really. So the thing is, it doesn't have quite greater power yet, so... Ooh, that's nasty. Ooh, that's a nasty trick, if I may say so myself. It also has a ring times 2 effect too. Nice. So how do we catch up here? We lose out on this. When this creature dies, draw 2 cards. I have to play this one first. Opponent's gonna... Yeah, opponent's now on the tempo game. They're just gonna play effects that will just get... But this one's actually quite pretty good. 2 for 1 your opponent for 5. Opponent's gonna try to find a way to keep this one alive because they know that, or at least get this one out. Yeah, but honestly, okay, opponent ends up discarding this. I'm surprised they discarded that. They could have just played that to make sure that they don't get the kill. Willow Wind, it's a flyer, strike 2. I probably just snipe this one. Because I kind of want to draw cards here. I want to ensure the draw 2, which is probably very important here. So what do we have? We're going to be taking a beating here, but we do have a removal spell set up. Assuming our opponent doesn't wipe our board again. This one isn't uncommon, so it's still quite likely. We'll have to take that. We could block, but probably not. So Foray of Orcs, that doesn't quite help us. I'm actually gonna play this one. And the strat is to spread it out a bit. Opponent might have a counter though. Yeah, maybe binning that land on the side was not such a great idea. We are kind of mid-range. You draw your second card each turn, so opponents cannot defend their second card. But they do have a combat trick. Of course they do. Or don't they don't? No, they do. I think it's just a pump spell. Which is quite bad, but could be worse. I'd honestly put it on the flyer, but putting it there is not one that really wants me to block, I suppose. Yeah, the ring tempting you is actually a pretty powerful effect. Okay, now I'm not gonna be able to snipe that. We're gonna go down to 2. Yeah, getting stuck on the land was actually really bad here. Balances. Whenever land enters the battlefield, no, we kinda have to do this. Pump this. No attacks. But we still have to cast this. Still kind of giving up a lot of our board presence. First, I would have to chump block this already. This one's actually quite annoying. 4 toughness makes this really hard to remove for green red. Doesn't have trample, which is good news. And they also have their own Fall of Gilgalad. Oh my gosh. Well, we're definitely not winning this one, but that's just how it goes. Hey, Talo HG, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? How am I doing? Probably dead next turn. I could save myself a bit here. Actually, there's a way. Though first I would have to snipe this, but realistically speaking, we're kind of dead. Our opponent just has to put the 2+1/+1 counters on the. Has to just put the 2+1/+1 counters on the flyer. I got nothing. That's a bit of a shame, but can't complain too much about that one. Do I want to change out from green red to black red? Okay, so okay, I'm gonna take a look at this one as an exercise here. If we were to go black red, it's okay. No, not black red. If we go black green, we would be losing out on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 removal spells. We would get a lot of synergy. We would get 1 removal spell in its place. We would get a Sauron, which creates a token. We would get 2 Mirkwood Bats to get our opponent to each lose 1 life. That would be our engine. This is actually interesting. I could go for it. But I might end up, yeah, I would end up probably cutting the green because, let's see, because red actually has quite a few, there's actually a few mass spells here also, actually not quite. Exile to create 2 tokens, no. Exile artifacts, fine. Westfold or another human. We actually have 5 humans here. But we can actually play this. So we could probably cut the Olokai Crusher in that sense. Let's see. Yeah, there are some instances where we could use There are some instances where we could use this. Do I want to revive the Shard? Probably not. I could cut, say, the mirror or no, we'll keep the Lembas. Cut the mirror. And replace it with shower. That's one time. Or I could just cut the mirror altogether for now. Go streamline and 40 cards. I'll give this one more shot. Then afterwards, I'll probably, since we put most of our red there, I'll probably go green black if ever, but I'm really not that confident on that one. I'm thinking that the green red build is still probably the best. So, yes. Back off, that's good. Yeah, sure. Okay, that's understood. able to get this at 4, so we can kind of buy our time. And our opponent already took a mulligan, so I'm definitely going to keep this. Opponent starts with Haunt of the Dead Marshes. This will exile this. It does feel like a waste though. Okay, we have a turn 2 play now. Opponent into the Amass control. I'd probably still play this one first. Let that roll. We'll take. Okay, one just trades. I could just pitch the Chance Met Elves instead. Like I could play this just block. Yeah, I'm gonna play this. It will be awkward if our opponent has another Amass spell on top of this, making this a 4/4. Okay, opponent doesn't, so we're gonna go on a foray. Mary would be a very good reason, but one card alone is not enough to justify that. Opponent actually running the 3-color. They have their own foray. They might snipe the Chance Met Elves. That would make sense. We have many options here. Yeah, I'm gonna attack it both. Opponent's still willing to take the 2. Not bad. In these axe. So we are taking a bit of a beating. We'll take 6 damage, but that's actually fine. Well, we can actually block, but no, opponent concedes. They know that as soon as we don't block, we got something up incoming. That's a very good shot. We got ourselves our 2nd win. Good job, us. I'm quite liking this one. So far, I would say that, well, just based on this one, the Lord of the Rings Limited is actually very interesting. I actually like it. I would say I probably liked it a lot more than March of the Machine and Phyrexia All Will Be One, maybe even more than Brothers War. Dominaria United is fine. But I actually find this one to be really, really interesting. I actually like this one a lot more than the other 3 combined. Also, not so sure how this... Okay, so... I got turn 2 play. This. We probably should play a creature. And it does not play a creature. We will play our own creature. Does our opponent have a kill spell? And they actually have a counter spell. Draw a card, you may scry. Whenever you scry, you get to draw another card. This is actually really good. Though our opponent's not exactly playing scry colors. Okay, now they're playing scry colors. Ring tempts you. I guess we're doing this. Stewed Urukite does not sound appealing. It's a bit awkward playing that, knowing that we probably want to just play Breaking in the Fellowship. That said, okay, opponent probably makes us discard Strider or Breaking. They might make us discard Fall, but I doubt it. War Beast is also probable, though this one is less immediate. So opponent probably does not make us discard that one. Strider is probably the more likely one because that's coming down next turn. This only triggers an instance and sorcery, so Fall not exactly helpful, but the Scry 2 is still very useful. When it takes Strider, that's expected. Probably won't want. I don't want either of these. I guess I can keep Lembas. Note that this is also sorcery, so that's also there's also some awkwardness there. Now our opponent's incentivized not to play a second creature. But this is actually quite good. Hacking this effect on basically what's the equivalent of a 2/2 creature is actually quite good. Normally this would be what it would cost this 1 mana less, but you only get the effect, you don't get any creature to back it up, so this was actually a good rate. We'll take. And we'll eat. So I'm actually going to swing first, because if our opponent decides to just block this, then there's no need to break the Fellowship quite yet. I can just play War Beast instead. And it takes it, so we're going to play Lembas first. Maybe we hit a better option. That is our better option, actually. And next turn, if our opponent plays a decent-sized creature, I could actually just have this fight that one for free. Basically, the third chapter of this one. And take the hit. And we kind of have to fight. Opponent might have a kill effect on this, which would be sad, but it is what it is. Return, Ring tempts you. Sure. So we can play this one again. Just pass. Let's see what our opponent's follow-up effect is. Tap target creature, scry 1, draw a card. Yeah, let's just kill this now. Basically, effectively just making the scry 1 and draw a card. The tap is, well, draw 2 in this case. It's pretty good. We did use 3 of our removal spells, so that's a little bit problematic. But not when our opponent's still drawing cards. I actually want to play this. Basically hold up Lembas because I probably want to shuffle it soon. Opponent might have a glorious counters creature spell if it's a legend. That's fine. At least I did not lose my War Beast. I should just shuffle. Voracious Spell Beast. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Create a 2. Okay, Might as well activate this. Nothing to hide at this point. We lose this guy. Sad. Food token looks interesting. Okay, now we play this. Does our opponent have another one? Oh my gosh, we have another glorious deal. No, they did not. That's good. So again, we're waiting to see if our opponent plays another creature. Just one creature dealing with another creature is fine enough for me. Though our opponent knowing the existence of breaking his fellowship is actually changing the way they play, because they know that they're really incentivized to not play another creature at all. And even if this one being so much of a control deck, it definitely plays It definitely plays a good number of creatures. Excuse me. I had really good dinner this evening. Opponent is timing out quite a bit. They're hitting the tank really hard now. What would they do next? They actually drew quite a lot of cards. Yeah, they're just gonna swing. Okay. They probably don't play anything else. If they play something else, it can't be bigger. It can't be smaller. Otherwise, their own creature just eats. Wait, hold on. What's this? Destroy target artifact or creature an opponent controls. Opponent would have attacked us with this with the haste. Yeah, the irony is that they can't block. They can't block this. This one, their Balrog is too big. Yeah, taking out the. Now they have to start playing their other creatures. No trebuchet when you attack with one more goblins or orcs. No, so it's just taking 7. So we have a race in our hands. Our opponent is able to block things. So we probably need to start blocking as well. But it can't be blocked except by... Okay, so there's our legendary creature. This is also legendary, actually. So, opponent can actually double block this. Putting us in a really sad position. They might also just have a kill spell, which would make things really bad too. Okay, this one's... Ooh, interesting. They're actually trying to keep it alive. Oh, I think... So if I block this, I just sacrifice it. No damage dealt, which is what it is. Opponent gets a free scry tree, but yeah, we probably are dead here. Like, even if I block with this one, I would have to sacrifice this first. No damage gets dealt. That's just the effect of the ring. And this one is thankfully... So I can choose if I want to block first, or if I go for a swing. I think I'm gonna go for a swing. If I don't draw a creature, I'm kind of dead either way. I would just be extending the... Yeah, I would just be extending the inevitable. That's another strike 3. Yeah, the combo is quite good. I'm starting to see a lot of really greedy mana bases here where everyone's just is just playing all of their lands in the hopes that I will eventually draw into it. In this particular case of our opponent, because they have a lot of scrying, it actually does pay off. But honestly speaking, under normal circumstances, I would not run it like this, but opponent liking their cards. Reveals the top, not the land, which means it's something else. Yeah, we hit our land blood here. And yeah. And we now don't have a blocker anymore. Ay. This is, yeah, so sealed pool is where everyone just plays all their best stuff. Like, in this case, our opponent is willing to play 4 colors just to hit their 2 different rares. In our case, most of our rares are our one other rare is a double black, and I'm not willing to run that one. Yeah, the real problem is that okay, let's try it out. Yeah, we have. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the green here. So let's see. If we were to run black, we definitely would run Lash. Size Desperate Rescue's a good one. Definitely run Golem. This one. Or Bag of Minas Morgul. This one's a good finisher. Definitely run these 2. Run as many amass cards as possible. As you can see, our creature counts a lot higher. Probably should add. Then we should add our swamps though. Then do a sanity check. I think I want to add other stuff here. Okay, we don't have that many humans this time. Oh, we still have 5 humans actually. Name Smith, East Driving. Okay, so it's. I probably want to run an. I can cut the Lembas run, and I want to run a Nasty End instead. I want to run Sauron for sure. Yeah, back to a 41 card deck. Well, we have a lot more 2s. We have a few 1s that we're okay with. Let's see, Gorbak's fine. Mordor Muster's fine. Breaking of the Fellowship, I think it's still fine. Trebuchet is actually quite interesting. The Spearmaster, yeah, we're keeping those. We're missing out on Torment of Golem and Zirit Ungol Patrol. Like I can cut some of the humans. No, this one only buffs all our creatures, so it's actually not too bad. So I could say cut the Erebor Flamesmith. Then we can cut, say, how do I fit this? Sacrifice another creature, draw a card, and create a food token. I wouldn't know what to cut for it, actually. Definitely another red card. I guess we do cut Breaking of the Fellowship. Though the card count is a bit scary now. I'd probably add the Mines of Moria at this point. Rush the Room's not so great, Cast is not so great. Olokai Crusher is now looking better. Though this one gives us a Ring Tempest trigger, so I probably would still keep that. Let's give this one a try. This one's just worth an experiment. I want to see if this plays out. Hold on. Hey, Kyle Braxton, can't hear, sounds muffled. Hold on, is this better, or should I bump up the volume a bit? Yeah, it does. Hold on, I'm trying to bump up the volume, bump up the echo as well. Or maybe I should just move this closer. I should lower the echo as well, I guess. Better? Okay, that's better. Yeah, thanks for the feedback. I should be trying my best to tune this, but I really need someone else to give me info. I can yeah, this is what I was afraid of. Make a change and all of a sudden I'm not going to be able to test it because I'm actually going to mulligan this. Okay, this one is more reasonable. Sad that we're going to bin Sauron, but that's whenever you attack with one or more goblins or orcs. Okay, so we're gonna cast Mordor Muster first. So if things don't quite pan out, we can, like our opponent plays a big creature, we can lash. If our opponent doesn't do anything, okay, Took Reaper, when the ring tempts you. Opponent probably incentivized to block the 1/1 army. No, they're not. They're taking it. When I sacrifice it, sacrifice at end of combat, so I'm not going to be able to use it here. First strike until end of turn. Okay. We can play this. We definitely play Lash, but I probably sack target first. Sack the token. I could sack this, but that's a bit of a waste. Sorry, Eowyn. But now we kind of need to have a little more. We kind of need more mana. We can still play this if we don't hit it. Ooh, what's this do? Oh man, they're dumping their rares. +2/+1 in Ward 1. Ooh, that's nasty. Okay, we hit our 4th mana though. So I can actually play this. It grows the board. I can swing with this one. Opponent probably wants to trade it somehow. They do get a ring temp. Ooh, that's 5/5. That's nope. You have a ring bearer already, so this does not trigger. Yeah, it's a little bit of fine print on the Dune Rangers. So I definitely want to play this first. If the sacrifice creature was legendary, draw 3 instead. If opponent swings with this, okay, 4/4, I can block it. Probably with the token, I guess. Peregrine Took. If one or more tokens would be created under your control. Opponent's gonna definitely look for a way to fight the bats. This one only hits X = 3. I need 1 more mana. Okay. I could play this one, but I really want to cast Nasty End. Yeah, the ward is also making this awkward. You get it? Ward, awkward. 1 damage to each creature with the same controller. Ooh, opponent's gonna go wide. I'll probably just pitch the trebuchet at this point. We can take six. We can take. Oh, yeah, we probably just pitch it. Now this one is a 5. We can actually just block this. Yeah, this one's gonna be the biggest annoyance here. Only gain some life. We create a token. Yeah, now this is our beatdown strat. Thankfully, our opponent doesn't have any. Well, the ward is still very annoying, I will admit. We could easily lose this one at this point, but hey, we had a bit of fun. Little echo? Okay, I'm gonna lower the echo even more. I kinda need the echo to be able to track it myself because it's kinda weird with the double headphone setup. Opponent also has the Horn of Condor. Yeah, making tons of tokens. Yeah, we're gonna probably lose this one. Our opponent just played all 1, 2, 3, 4. They played 4 of their rares. Like, good golly. This one way too good. I would have been able to wipe their board for the most part, but that's kind of not happening. Yeah, I might as well ping one. I might as well ping one of these. Though it's probably not going to help also because our opponent is sitting on a lot of life virtually. Yeah, this is a lost game. Sometimes your opponent just dumps all their rares, and this one is just going to keep making even more. There's really no outs. He just took out 1 token to minimize it, but it's going to keep getting worse and worse. Those tokens plus an additional food are created instead. Yeah, so this one, I guess I would have liked to have more damage, though the synergy was actually quite nice, I would say. But yeah, the ring is actually a really powerful effect. If you can, at least level 2 is really powerful, any more is just gravy. Also note that we have, like, let's say our opponent's just gonna sack it to gain life. And we just drew another land. Nope, did not pan out this time. And it is what it is. Well, hey, that's sealed for you guys. You don't always get it. But I could say that I had quite a bit of fun with this one. I am looking forward to Limited here. I'm definitely looking forward to drafting this one next week. And we did get 2 wins earlier, so that one's not too bad. Definitely, the bombs really matter. So that's a thing. Something to keep in mind. But hey, otherwise I'm nothing too shabby at least. Got a nice early pull. I would note that things would have been better if we did not have 2 of our rares were not lands. The lands are neat, but
really not ideal in sealed. This is, it's fine. I'm actually surprised at the cost of that one. It's definitely a commander card. And Faramir, this would be nice. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Yeah, Mines of Moria, not so great. Many thanks to all those who tuned in. Ethan Yu, Paolo HG, Kyle Braxton. Yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sometimes Seal doesn't go your way all the way, but hey, that's the nature of it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone.